What is up, everyone? It's NitroBlivion back here with yet another video today. I'm going to be going over my review in short thoughts and opinion on the brand new psychological / mystery horror movie known as Return to Silent Hill, aka the movie that is the adaptation on one of the best horror games of all time made in 2002, Silent Hill, a game I've yet to play and a game I literally just bought. Remember when I just said it's one of the best horror games of all time? It really is. I just haven't played it, but I heard so many amazing things about it. I'm excited to play it. But besides that, we're not talking about Silent Hill 2. We're talking about the movie. And let me just say this. This movie is intriguing? Question mark? That's the best way I can say that off the cuff, because it has twists and turns. Twists and turns that you don't. Twists and turns you always see coming if you play the game. Again, some of the main characters of the movie does obvious dumb horror movie shenanigan stuff, because we always have to have main characters do dumb shit in horror movies. But besides that, I feel like every one of the actors in the main cast and crew of this movie did a phenomenal banger of a job. The main character, James Sunderland, played by Jeremy Irving, he did a phenomenal job capturing the aura of the main character, in my opinion. I think he did a good job at playing like a silent, wondering type of main character. That's the best way I can say it without spoilers. I say silent wondering because he does say lines and dialogue in this movie, but he's kind of and quiet, and this is how the movie and the script wrote the character of James Sunderland. But yeah, basically this movie is about James. He gets a letter to go look for his lost wife in a very familiar, recognizable town. He goes to the town, maybe or maybe not in his dreams, and ultimately what he experiences is a psychological horror of a nightmare encounter between hospitals, abandoned wars, a completely stripped abandoned town with mentally ill, sick people, parks, abandoned prisons. The list goes on. It's all there. The movie does go through every set piece that you would imagine that takes place during the game. As of what I know about the game, it takes place part in the town, also part in the hospital itself. Same with the movie. The movie kind of flashes back and forth from present day to dream reality, I guess, of the town. Obviously in present day there's people in the town, but you're kind of confused at what part of present day, because I'd say it jumps between times of present and dream, but there's also multiple times of present day. It really does kind of like goes through like a psychological time warp, but I'm pretty sure that's how the game is set up too. But yeah, besides Jeremy Irving doing a really good job at James Sunderland, in my opinion, we have also Laura, who is another main character. She's played by other main characters. We got James's wife, Mary. Mary is plays a central role in this movie. That is the wife that James goes out trying to find and save. In his own words, I think the actress that plays Mary does a really good job. I'm not going to say her last name because that's a spoiler. But you play the game, you already know who Mary is. Mary, played by Hannah Emily Anderson, she does a phenomenal job at Mary. Mary has lines, but if anything, James kind of gives her more lines than she herself had. But at the same time, I think even though Mary barely has any lines in the movie, I think the actress does a really good job playing a psychological, haunted, twisted person that's lost, trapped, and maybe confused. So that's really good. Honestly, all the characters in the movie are all psychologically damaged. It's psychological horror as you expect. It's one of the big selling parts of the movie. And if you know Silent Hill, you know who I'm about to talk about next. He's literally on the post. Everybody give it up to one of the best horror villains and horror icons of all time, Pyramid Head, and the lack of Pyramid Head in the movie. Don't worry, he's in the movie for a whole 5 minutes of a 2-hour movie. I really hope Pyramid Head is not in the game for a whole 5 minutes. I really, really hope the game has more Pyramid Head. I will be honest, I really bought the game to experience Pyramid Head. I want to experience the horrors Pyramid Head gives and frightens to so many gamers and streamers and yada yada. Boy, I really bought the game. I want to experience more Pyramid Head, because did the movie give me Pyramid Head? Yes. Did the movie give me as much Pyramid Head as I wanted? No. But the Pyramid Head, like when Pyramid Head is showed up and the presence on the screen, you really feel it in the audio, feel it in the just presence of the screen itself. He does make a remarkable impression, may I say. But yeah, nah, I really wish the movie had more Pyramid Head than 5 minutes. I'm excited to experience more Pyramid Head. Just like I'm excited to experience more of Silent Hill. Now, I will say this movie completely fell under the radar. Not just for me, but it seems like for like the rest of the audience of movies and horror franchise as itself. It played so much underneath the radar at the start of the movie. I found out it was a Screambox production. So I'm just scrolling on my phone. I'm like, yo, I can watch this on streaming. I didn't have to buy a movie ticket. Turns out I still had to buy the movie ticket, because even though it was presented and directed and developed by, partnered by Screambox, it wasn't released on Screambox the same day as the movie theaters. It had a theatrical release in the theaters, and then after the theatrical release, it's gonna go on other streaming services like Netflix, Apple TV, obviously Screambox, and other services like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the rewatch. Speaking about Silent Hill, did you know that this is the third Silent Hill movie in the franchise? I had no clue there was 2 others. I might watch them, who knows? But yeah, I think they did a really good job with this, I guess, the indie horror movie. I don't know if it's really indie in the theaters, partnered by Screambox. I mean, yeah, just obviously it was going to be a good movie, in my opinion, because it has Konami behind it. I don't know how much, to a certain degree, Konami is behind it, because Konami over the past decade has been in some questionably hot water ever since a certain Kojima left important raids back in 2015 after Metal Gear Solid 5 Defending Pain, which, by the way, Defending Pain was a extremely fantastic game that I totally still need to finish. But that's a tangent for another day. But yeah, I just really enjoy this movie. One thing I would say I was not expecting the twists and turns towards the end of the movie. When I mean it gives you twists and turns, it really just makes you just like, okay? Like, it just kind of just makes you just like ponder and puzzled and wonder, like, how, why? Interesting decision? Sure. But yeah, besides that, I really enjoyed the movie. I thought they did a good job capturing the essence and the atmosphere of Silent Hill, the entire town, and also the set pieces that they went throughout the movie. The hospital, the park, and I think there was like one more building, but I completely forgot. But yeah, all the building set pieces and the town itself, I thought it was really good, spooky, scary atmosphere. Which we kind of got this in Halloween month during October. But hey, I'll take it in January. Usually January is a low time for movies and movie goers. So I was really not expecting a lot of, big hits during the month of January for movies, but I would definitely say I walked out surprised. I walked out pleasantly surprised, and I walked out, man, I want to pay $28 on Silent Hill 2. So I went to Wally World and I bought Silent Hill 2. I'm excited to play it. But yeah, that's my quick thoughts and reviews and impressions on Return to Silent Hill, the brand new psychological horror mystery movie. I don't know why it's classified as a mystery movie. I guess because, you're going to find your lost wife. It's a mystery. But yeah, that's Return to Silent Hill. I ultimately give it a B. I ultimately give it a B. I ultimately just wanted more Pyramid Head, and I will be honest, the Pyramid Head is like in the game for about 15 minutes. I'm gonna be ultimately very, very distraught, and I have a feeling that's probably how long the Pyramid Head is in the game. My hope is he's like Chris Walker from Outlast. And if you played Outlast, you slightly understand that comparison. By the way, Chris Walker was the meme of Outlast. I don't think Pyramid Head is a meme, but he is a popular gift, so. But yeah, I give the movie a B. I definitely say go out and see it, if not, great for streaming. But yeah, that was Silent Hill, Return to Silent Hill. Maybe there will be a new movie. Maybe they'll do a movie on Silent Hill. But like, comment, subscribe, and get out.